as humans, we all like to create kind of order out of the chaos of the world around us, and creating a repeating, free-flowing pattern actually sort of makes us feel calm and is reassuring. We are in Herefordshire on my family farm. We've lived here for almost 50 years. It's in the middle of nowhere, and we're just surrounded by rolling green fields. And we're really lucky that the Wallpaper studio is here in an old red tin barn. It's the perfect studio. Herefordshire plays an absolutely pivotal part in our work. I find so inspiring just being in a sort of beautiful natural environment. It feels like the studio is a kind of creative heart, and being in the middle of rolling fields with no one else around, you don't feel restricted. So I think that's a huge part of the inspiration. Herefordshire is a traditional farming county, and people have lived off the land for years and years and years. And one of the things that we do at Bloomfield Ink is try and use our resources, use what we have to hand. Weirdly, one of the slogans for Herefordshire itself is "Here you can," and it feels like here you can. It's peaceful and it's free, and the nature here is beautiful.
We stumbled across the idea of starting a wallpaper business. We were having a birthday party actually for a friend, and on my side plate there was a cucumber and a leaf of purslane lettuce, and I was looking at it, not concentrating on the conversation at hand, and said, "Look at that emerald, wouldn't that make a lovely wallpaper?" That was the birth of Eat Your Greens, which is this range here.
I really believe that all of the experiences that we have in our life have an impact. One of our designs, Sea of Dreams, was drawn here it was actually a clover field, and there are elements within it that you see a four-leaf clover. I've also found the work of the surrealists really exciting, and I like the idea of things not being totally as they seem. So it contains stuff that looks a bit like eyes and sea creatures. So that's why it's become Sea of Dreams rather than Field of Dreams that it was initially called. It was a free-flowing design that I think was a moment in time of looking at the field and seeing the beautiful things that were growing around, but also drawing on memory and things that I've loved in the past. What we do is we'll come up, I'll do lots of drawings. Prue and I together will go through some of the little ideas and whittle down the ones that seem to be working, and that can take anything from weeks, months, there's backwards, forwards. It really is a process. It's not an immediate thing, and because we do what we celebrate is traditional hand block printing and doing stuff in a really hands-on way. It is a very organic process. Apparently, as humans, we all like to create kind of order out of the chaos of the world around us, and creating a repeating, free-flowing pattern actually sort of makes us feel calm and is reassuring.
Although we are inspired by our natural surroundings, we take a more abstract tilt on it. We're not trying to compete with the Colfaxes and all the many, many other floral wallpapers. We are a style of our own. Not what we sent out to be, it's just we're very lucky that our relationship worked so well that we somehow have managed to develop rather a unique and seems to be popular range.
One of the most important things that we celebrate at Bloomfield Ink is colour, and the colours are particularly important and actually really sentimental to us. When my grandparents got married, they were given a school as a wedding present, which was a huge surprise. My granny took on the mantle of being the kind of art mistress, and no one in my family throws away anything, and she kept all of these incredible Winsor Newton powder paints. And when Bloomfield Ink came to fruition, we desperately needed a studio, hence the Red Tin Barn. And I found in an old cupboard, as I was clearing out, preparing the studio space, all of these. And it literally felt like a sort of a message from above, a message from her saying, this is, you gotta do this. So these are so special, and the pigments themselves are just the most, I mean, they're like sweets. They are literally like sweets. It's probably gonna explode everywhere now, but they're such happy colours. And what we do every time we mix is, you add a little bit of this and a little bit of that, and they're mixed up with water and emulsion. And I mean, endless hours of fun creating different colours, endless.
I've always loved colour. There's nothing I could stand less than a white room. I just think that colour is very uplifting. I think some colours can be very depressing. I think I was born in Australia and I go back to Australia a lot. I think there is a certain light there, which is quite a white light. And I do think that has reflected in the colour choices that I've made on the papers. They're not murky at all. They're very sharp and fresh. My colour instinct is quite good and very decisive. I like it or I don't. I can see it very clearly. When you put a wallpaper on a wall, it's a big deal because it will be there for a considerable amount of time. It's not like a paint colour, because you can add different accessories in a room or different curtains or different throws on a bed or a chair. You have to really, really like the colours in the paper and the design, and make sure it's not dictating your life to you too.
When we finally see the designs in someone's house and they've chosen to use that design to live with and be part of their homes and their lives, there is nothing like it. It's such an unbelievably wonderful thing. We want our wallpaper to make people feel happy, and if they've chosen for it to be part of their lives, we really hope that it does that. It means so much to us.